Weekdays at 6 on NBC6 HD.
Under arrest, a 16-year-old high school student is tased and taken into custody, accused of bringing a gun to school and threatening another student.
You can see him mugging for the camera there. This wasn't just any South Florida school, though. It was Dillard High, a school all too familiar with guns on campus.
Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Still ahead, Tony Segreto has shared such stories in our Spirit of South Florida. Well, tonight, it's his turn for the kudos.
Tony, you have been a gift to this community for 40 years, professionally and personally. You truly are the spirit of South Florida. Thanks for everything you've done for NBC6. We will miss you, and we are all better for having known you. To you and your beautiful family, we wish you great joy and great adventures. Congratulations.
NBC6 Weather Plus Doppler Radar is brought to you by the Miccosukee Tribe of Indians of Florida.
For 40 years, NBC6 anchor Tony Segreto has been reporting the news in our community, but he has also become a big part of the community, giving his time and effort tirelessly to help others. Tony, as you know, is retiring this week, and tonight, as we continue our tribute to Tony, we show you just a glimpse of the contributions he has made to making South Florida a better place to live.
Next at 6, gay rights supporters.
Good afternoon, I'm Tony Segreto live. Nick Boker was in the courtroom when...
You know him as the trusted and respected anchor who comes into your homes each night bringing you the news and telling the touching Spirit of South Florida stories. Individuals going above and beyond to make our community a better place.
And I wish everybody would do it in a small way.
But what you may not know is just how much of his own spirit Tony Segreto has given to South Florida, our families, our community.
When you think about Tony, you think about a guy with a phenomenal personality and can get people to do almost anything.
Rick and Rita Case, prominent movers and shakers in South Florida, pour their hearts and souls into the Boys and Girls Clubs of Broward County, donating time and money. It's just one of the charitable causes near and dear to Tony's heart. Over the years, serving as MC or auctioneer for many of the club's events, helping to raise thousands of dollars.
And a lot of people come to the events just because of him.
Passionate, dynamic, caring. Rita Case says Tony's genuine desire to make a difference has always, year after year, shown through.
He always understood the event that we were doing. He made an extra effort to make time to know what are we trying to accomplish, and he got into the spirit and he really had passion.
Passion. It's a word that came up often as I spoke with those who simply know Tony will work tirelessly for a cause he believes in. 15 years ago, when the Make-A-Wish Foundation began its annual sports event to raise money in order to grant wishes, Tony came on board. CEO Norman Wedderburn says Tony has been there ever since.
He has been a key component of making that event so successful, and that event has actually raised enough money to do somewhere around 900 wishes.
Everyone agrees much of what makes Tony so endearing and successful is not just his involvement in events or organizations, but the people, the personal relationships he has built along the way. Friendships which have ultimately led to helping others in our community.
When you go to these charity events and they're doing live auctions and he's the guy that's handling the auction, he knows everybody. He knows everybody in this community. And the thing that drives the money up at these charity events is ego. And these guys bid and he says your name, you know, to everybody in the room, and that just motivates people to continue to bid because everybody wants to be a big giver.
Giving back is something Dolphins legend Dan Marino knows about. He started the Dan Marino Foundation 17 years ago to help raise awareness and money for autism. And who has been with him during the effort? His close friend of more than 25 years.
I don't think he's out there looking for recognition for this, you know, and that's what makes it so pure, is Tony does it because he loves it, and he loves his friends, and he loves his relationships, and he knows that he can make an impact on kids' lives and on the community here.
He's just a very happy person. He's well balanced, he's confident, and he's very sincere.
The folks of South Florida, they might not know how fortunate they are to have somebody like that in their community doing things for our children.
I gotta tell you only saw and heard a bit. All of those folks had so many wonderful things. They could have talked for hours, Tony.
Well, they're first of all, they're dear friends, and secondly, you know, you do it from your heart, and I hope that we made some kind of an impact. I hope we've changed some lives.
Oh,
I think
absolutely,
you have.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Tony walks around this newsroom, and whenever he talks to the young interns and the up-and-coming reporters, you give that piece of advice where you say, get involved with the community, get to know your community, get involved with events.
It's important.
Yeah.
It really is. It's so important. It's incumbent upon us, especially when we do what we do here. You know, we're all part of this community, and to spend a little bit of time and to come up with something that you have a passion for. And Roseanne and I and our children have a passion for helping other children, and to be a part of Make-A-Wish and the Dan Marino Foundation. We're on the corporate board of the Boys and Girls Club. I mean, that has made a huge difference in our lives.
And you'll do even more next, I know it. You're going to be so busy.
Well, we're going to try.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Air Around the Clock, South Florida's #1 air conditioning contractor.
Air Around the Clock has been committed to serving the South Florida community for more than 30 years, providing their customers with unparalleled customer service, quality products at competitive prices, and the expertise that only comes with experience. From installation to repairs and maintenance, trust Air Around the Clock with all your air conditioning needs. Buy a Rheem high-efficiency air conditioning system and defer your payments up to 1 year. Call Air Around the Clock at 954-741-1033 today.